you because the Knicks starters leading on the defensive end went at these Blazers relentlessly on both ends of the floor. Yeah. And despite a furious comeback by Anthony Simons and company, the Knicks found a way to get it done, led by their big three. RJ Bully in his mid-range bag. Julius in his double-double bag. Typical night. But it was once again an aggressive performance by the Burner Man, Elfrid Payton, with 22 points, 7 boards, going at Dame Dollars relentlessly, attacking a weak Portland interior defense. And hey, man, when we know when Elfrid gets aggressive, good things happen. 9-2 now when he makes over 5 points, over 5 buckets, as Alan Hahn said. Knicks get the W. 110-99. This is Knicks Postgame Live. CP, Ashley Moss, Jay Ellis in the building.
Yep.
Jay Ellis, talk to me, man. Knicks get another W. 6th place now in the East. Revenge is ours. Talk to me, man. What you like about this game?
Talking about play-in. You talking about playoffs. I don't know. We'll see. We'll talk about it. Anyway, I'll say this. All right. Like you said, soft paper tissue interior defense from this Portland Trailblazers team. 50 points in the paint. No problem for the Knicks. Yeah. First check for us. Second check for us. Shooting around the 40% mark from three. Mm-hmm. Also good for the Knicks. We can try contributions from a bunch of Knicks. Even Elfrid Payton hit a three.
Even Elfrid Payton hit a three.
Let's go. Ashley promptly tweeted me that Elfrid Payton hit a three. Alec Burks seemed like he was coming back to life and hit a couple of threes as well, and so did Randall and company. But also, it was the defense, man. It was the timely defense, you know, because the Portland Trailblazers were going off from three. The second quarter, Knicks held them to 20 points, which is pretty pivotal. And then in the fourth quarter, again, the Knicks, after going on their run, leading by 15 points, kind of kept Damian Lillard in check. And the Portland Trailblazers didn't hit a three in the last 8 shots of that fourth quarter, and that's why we won the game.
High-octane offense, man. This Blazers team averages 115 points on the year. We were able to hold them to 99. Ash, what were your key takeaways in this game?
Listen, when you're playing a team like Portland, they have shooters and shooters shoot, and they enjoy having the entire court to do so. And the only way to stop a team that has shooters like this, especially when your shooters are very inconsistent, is you have to make it as uncomfortable for them to shoot as possible. And that is exactly what the Knicks did today. They were on them like white on rice, like peanut butter on jelly. And it was just making them real uncomfortable to take the shots that they normally can get up with no problem. The defense was impeccable. They were not letting them breathe. They were not letting them get the shots up that they're used to making. And it was making it hard for them to adjust because all the shots that they are used to having available were unavailable. So those second and third options for them just weren't hitting. And that is where we shine, because today or tonight, wherever you are watching this, our second chance opportunities were golden. And that is what I love to see. You know, I always say, and Clyde was saying it today, defense is your best offense. And today the Knicks were playing both sides of the ball, complementary basketball. All the starters had points the minute they got on that court. Everybody was sharing that ball. Everybody was doing their part. It was the first time all season that all starters scored while they were all on the floor. So that is what complementary basketball is, and that is basketball at its finest, and I love to see it.
Good points indeed. And as you mentioned, the defense and them getting after it. You know, it's funny when we have these shows and callers call in with a question, and then sometimes you see it play out in the game. Dan from Long Island last episode asked us about Bullock. You know, what did Tibbs see in Bullock and what he gives him out there? And I thought you saw that on display today. I mean, he was all over it on the defensive end. They had him mostly on Trent Jr., but he can guard, you know, different guys. He could have guarded all 5 of those Portland starters tonight and really gave us an effort. You saw in the third quarter him block a 3-point attempt. Cutting without the ball, JL. Splash a couple threes. You know, obviously you want him to shoot more threes and hit more, but Bullock's versatility on the defensive side of the ball is what Tibbs likes the most, and I thought we saw that on display today, no doubt about it.
Yeah, man, absolutely. You know we want Bullock to shoot more, but the defense really shined through today for him. And I get on him for his, you know, lack of shot making at the end and and his bad decisions at the end. But I got to give him credit when credit is due. He played well today, even though he didn't score the way, you know, I would particularly want. He did hit a few threes for us early, and he contributed to this win.
Yeah.
Yep.
And listen, let's not even talk about who was hitting shots that they shouldn't have been hitting or they weren't hitting earlier in the season. I mean, I know we're going to talk about Peyton later on, but I tweeted Jay Ellis and I meant it. I don't think Frank is going to touch that court anytime soon because yes,
bleak.
Look, it's looking bleak for our guy because although, Peyton has a long way to go to change a lot of our minds, I think his performance today, the last game, is enough for Tibbs to stick with him. And I would be surprised if you see Frank touch the court anytime soon.
Yeah.
So
and speaking of the whole Peyton quickly dynamic, it was an interesting and pivotal point in this fourth quarter where Anthony Simons had it going. And this was the matchup I was looking forward to as well, that second unit matchup between Simons and Quickly, because it was on display in that first matchup. And Simons is a bucket. He's an absolute microwave. So here it is in the fourth quarter, and Simons goes on a 9-0 run by himself, cuts the lead to 5 points. Quickly comes back. He splashes a 3 in Melo's eye. Then gets a steal, passes it to Bullock, and then Bullock lays it in. The Blazers then sub in Dame, and Tibbs subs out Quickly and puts in Peyton. So, Knicks Twitter wasn't really feeling that, Jay Ellis, but you know what? In the end, it turned out to be the right move. What would you think about that sequence?
I mean, we won, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, right.
It's just one of those things where we won. But it's like we were on 106 points for like forever. And you just hope that, if a scorer was out there with the rest of those guys, maybe that would have been different. Who knows? But we won at the end of the day. At the same time, too, when Quickly did, because, Tom Thibodeau got nervous, too, because he also noticed that we were on 106 points for a while, CP.
Yeah.
And he subbed IQ back in the game. But Randall was playing point Randall at that time, and he wasn't giving up the ball to IQ. So then it didn't not that it didn't matter, but I guess he's like, well, I just might as well go back to defense since Randall seems like he just wants to take over the game. And the chips fell where they were.
Yeah.
Knicks ended up winning. But I'm just glad we won. Even though I still don't necessarily agree with the decision, but we won, so
won the game. But listen, Peyton had it going, man. Peyton had it going from the jump, and like I said, Dame was coming off of a strained abdominal, didn't play in the Thursday matchup between the Blazers, who beat Philly shorthanded. So they were coming in hot, but Peyton realized that, went at Dame all night, and there was no interior defense. We started the game off putting Cannon in the pick and roll, trying to expose him early, and that was basically what set the tone, and they just kept attacking, led by Peyton, and so he deserves the credit tonight. I put him on the cover of today's show. He gets his first. He gets his first cover. So
and I mean, listen, as we know, Cantor's not much of a rim protector, so Peyton was really able to drive it in the paint and get to that basket freely without much hesitation or much of a fight from Cantor. So that matchup also helped him in this game too. He looked really sharp and just in it and elusive and things like that. And an interesting stat, which I didn't know, the Knicks are 8-2 when Peyton has 5 or more field goals, and at the end of the third he had 7. So
9-2.
we are now 9-2 every time Peyton has 5 or more field goals. So that's an interesting stat that I actually was not aware of.
9-2, 11-13 on the campaign, and sitting in 6th place in the East. So, those that are in the P word, we are right in the thick of things, right in the mix. Ash, you also mentioned Canner. I thought the Mitch versus Canner matchup was very interesting. We know Canner's been here. We know how he gets down. He's still a bully in that paint, Jay Ellis. He still gets his boards and can get those paint buckets. He had a couple plays where he, out-muscled Mitch, but I thought the Block Nest Monster battled out there. Yeah. Just shifting him out the way with that elbow. But I thought Mitch battled 10 boards today. Overall, the Knicks on the boards, 51 rebounds, 8 on the offensive side. So it was a good battle. Good battle between Cannon and Mitch.
Yeah. The song Jay-Z, Big Brother? I mean, Kanye, Big Brother? Back when I used to like him. Yeah, that's what I mean, he went left. I'm sorry, he did. Yeah, but anyway, that's the song that plays in my head when I watch those two, because I know those two played a lot when he first got here. And Mitch's post defense, his first practice was against Enes Kanter bullying him. So so I know that's how he got his feet wet. But kudos to Mitch. Yeah, he played well all game. The 10 rebounds were big. He battled him, and at the end, I think he forced a turnover in the closing minutes of the game. He forced Mitch to kind of fumble the handoff for Dame towards the end. So even though Cantor got some the better of him a few times, Mitch held his own and he forced some turnovers himself and contributed to the Knicks win. So yeah, I like what I saw from Mitch today.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And also, I mean, the Knicks I think we're leading the league in fewest turnovers this season, if I read that correctly.
Knicks
I want to say
turnovers. They are
13.
fifth. They're fifth. So
okay,
still
so
good.
we're
Still
fifth.
good. Yeah, still
so
good.
top 5. And, today that trend continued. We only had 4 turnovers, I think, in the first half, compared to the Trailblazers, who I think in the fourth quarter alone, they had 5. So our defense was definitely putting the pressure on them to go ahead and turn that ball over. And I just think that this overall, now there was an instance, and I want to say the last 5 minutes of the fourth, where, Dame started to get a little hot. The Trailblazers started to just pick up speed or steam, or however you want to say it. That happens when you're playing a team that has shooters. They just happen to run out of time, and the opportunities that they did have, they didn't take advantage of. But overall, I mean, the Knicks played a solid game today, so I'm definitely impressed. Yeah.
Agreed. Second unit, I think what stuck out to me the most quickly. Second quarter, I thought he was a maestro out there. Again that matchup with him and Simons. He was a maestro out there, JL. So I just loved the way he was running the offense. He had one sequence where he kept Simons on was able to seal him off. Drive into the lane, found Taj on a nice pass, and I thought quickly really led us well in that second quarter. Alec Burks had an outstanding game off the bench, 16 points, 8 boards, 4-9 from downtown. That's exactly the type of game that you want from Alec Burks. 27 minutes, and whose minutes did he take in that second half?
Yeah, we see.
Austin Rivers.
Yep.
Austin Rivers.
That too, huh?
Good job, Tibbs. Thank you, Tibbs.
Thank
he needs
you.
a breather.
You made
That's
one
all
adjustment.
he needs a little breather, man.
Yes. Learn from the bench.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Learn from the bench.
Yeah. Ash, what you think about that? No second half minutes for Rivers tonight.
I think, Tibbs is the type of guy, unless you're Peyton, where you got to earn him. You know what I mean? You got to earn them. And, I say jokes about Peyton, but to a degree, Peyton has shown that he is somewhat of a contributor to this team. He has earned his minutes. And listen, Rivers is hot, but then he's not. And he's too inconsistent for Tibbs. And I'm okay with it. You know, I just feel like when Austin Rivers wants to show up like he did in Utah, then you can go ahead and get your minutes back. But until then, you've been worse than you've been good. So if that's, the probability is not in your favor, the scale's not in your favor, rather, and we have more bad games or mediocre games from you, where you're really just occupying minutes, you're occupying a space on the court, but you're not really contributing, then let somebody else who can do it. Right now it's not Rivers, and I'm perfectly okay with that.
Absolutely, man. Julius's contributions nowadays is just becoming so automatic that we rarely speak on it. But I got to go with RJ, man, because in this game that I'm watching him, it just looked like he could do whatever he wanted to do. The free throw line mid-range was money. Getting into the lane, the bank shots off the drive was money. His passing was on point. 3-pointers, he was on point today. You could just really tell he was just in a nice rhythm all day, really. And RJ finishes with 18 points, 7 boards, 8 of 14 from the field.
Hashtag 9God in the chat. Hashtag 9God.
Ash, what'd you see from RJ today, man? What'd you like about his game?
Hashtag 9God in the chat. Put some respect on my guy, RJ Barrett, the Maple Mamba. He is coming into his own. He's becoming the player that I know and I've always known that he could be. I've only been hard on him because it's tough love. I'm so excited to see RJ just flourish into this player that a lot of people did not think he could become because of his slow start and his rough rookie season. But listen, RJ is really starting to figure out how he fits. And I know you saw my boy hit that 3. Okay.
It was nice.
I know you saw him.
It was nice.
But listen, I think also the thing with RJ is that outside of how he's playing, I think it's also his character is starting to grow as a player, and that's impressive too, because you can see that he doesn't get as rattled as I think that he
can't shake him.
You can't shake him. His focus is there. He's not easily moved by the things that are happening or not happening on the court. And that's what's also impressive to see. So somebody came to me, I think somebody tweeted out, and I responded that I completely agree with it. Is RJ, a contender for MIP this year? Absolutely. Somebody wanted to say, well, he's not even the most improved on his team. Julius Randle is. Listen, Randle, all-star, all game. I'm already voting for him. Vote for him every other day. Well, every single day, rather. But listen, MIP, RJ Barrett. No questions asked.
Jay Ellis, this is a tweet from Tommy Beer. Over the last 13 games, RJ's shooting 51% from the floor, 43 from 3, 80 from the free throw line, averaging 19, 5, and 3.
Yeah, I think I said the last game, people were concerned that he wasn't hitting threes. It was 2 games where he wasn't hitting threes. But I think I said the last game that he's been hitting his threes ever since the Brooklyn game where everybody was trashing him because he wasn't playing well. So I need y'all to calm down, not be so short-sighted sometimes, pull back and look at the big picture. But RJ is balling right now. He's seeing the floor in slow motion, and he's making plays more and more. And it's just the progression is beautiful to see from RJ. And if he keeps this up with the growth of Julius Randle, with the growth of IQ, Knicks, man, we're heading the right direction, man. We're gonna have some pieces. We're gonna have some nice pieces going forward. We might make some noise towards the end of the season. You don't know, man. I don't know. Where's the window? Where's the window, CP?
I like it, man. Well, I'm gonna just keep, one game at a time. One game at a time, man. Just win the ones you can win.
How do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about the RJ MIP talk? Do you think he's a contender? Do you think he should be considered, or do you think that Julius Randle is that guy? You know how I feel, RJ all day, but I'm biased.
I don't think they'll give it to Julius. I don't think so. Because
contending? Who's contending right now? If I had to pick between RJ and Julius, it would have to be Julius. But not to say
just by impacting winning. With the assist numbers, I would have to be Julius.
But can you be an all-star and MIP? Like, isn't that
why not? Yeah, why not?
I don't know. I feel like that's somewhat of a contradiction. An all-star to me is somebody.
If it's his first time, he's if he makes it, he makes it. He kind of earned his bid. So, good problems to have. Let me salute everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad on this matinee tilt. How you guys feeling, man? Leave us some comments in the chat. Let us know how you guys are feeling about this win. If you guys are new in the chat, leave a hashtag new, and we'll shout you guys out. Salute to everybody that's able to catch us on this matinee, man, especially all our guys over there in Europe, able to catch this game and catch this post-game live. Salute to you guys. I got to salute my people in Germany, you guys, because when they heard my Evan Roberts interview, man, I was bigging up all our international viewers from, Australia, UK, and all over, JLs. But the Germany-Austria contingent is heavy, man, and they're big fans of the show. So salute to all our guys out there in Germany and Austria as well.
Facts.
I'm sure a couple people are in here watching. So let's get to the phones, hear what the people got to say. Let's start off with my guy Will from LI's in the building. Will, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, CP, JL, it's Ashley. Listen, man, I got to get my J vibe. I got to be Debbie Downer.
Here we go.
Let me start off with this hot take. Julius Randle, not Julius Randle, Obi Toppin, he's going to be the next Frank Lineker. That's what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Upcoming career. Let's look at this game tonight. He got 9 minutes, 2 points. Playing behind Julius Randle, who got 39 minutes, 22 points. All right. Now, the way I see it is because the way Tibbs is, he's stubborn. He's not going to give Obi Toppin the minutes. Obi Toppin is going to be playing. Obi Toppin is averaging 12 minutes, 4.2 points per game this season. That's what I see for the rest of the season for Obi Toppin. He's not going to get the minutes to do anything. He's not going to be able to improve playing behind Julius Randle.
Yo, hold
and then
man.
when I look at this team,
well, I got to put Will on hold, man. We can't start the show off like this, man. I got to go into the game, Will. Will, you got to hold on, man. We can't start the game off with the violins, man. We won the game. Somebody talk to me about something that you liked about this game. Jay from East New York, what's going on? I had to change the tone, man. I don't like that, bro.
Yeah. What's good? Yo, I want to start off with a point that I had made from the last post game show. I didn't say that I wanted RJ to shoot a lot of threes. I said he should just take a few more. You feel me? Somewhere between the 3 to 6 range. He hit 2 threes tonight. He looked very confident shooting it. And I just feel like he should, you know what I'm saying? He should be more confident and taking more threes. It was one specific play that I believe it was in the third quarter. He had ran off a screen with Mitch, right?
Yeah.
It was a mid-ranger though, but he didn't know if he wanted to shoot it or if he wanted to throw the alley. So he missed the shot. It came up short. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's little times like that where I would notice when he's at the three-point line where he's trying to think, like, should I shoot it or should I not shoot it? You know, so it's just a confidence thing. But overall, good win. That boy Elfrid Payton, he stepped up, man. I don't really think that he's gonna be a Knick for too long. I think he might mess around and play his way into a trade. But you know what I'm saying? Good win for the Knicks, man.
Good stuff, Jay. Appreciate that. I mean, listen, man, he went 2 for 2 from 3. You know, RJ, he had a perfect game from the stripe from 3. It'll come. You're seeing different aspects of his game round out. You know, he's getting to the rim in a crafty way. The Euro step, JLs, is out. He's starting to use the right hand a little bit more. It's not all bully ball or nothing. He's stopping and popping. You see, first shot was from that free throw line. You know, I like that. That's why I want to see him operate.
Yo, CP, you saying it'll come. It might be here. Like, we might be watching it. It might be here already. It just has to stay here. Like, he's been shooting 43% from 3 for the last 12 games.
Yeah.
It might be here, bro. Like, just because he's not taking 6 threes a game, that's not his game. What is he doing? He's taking the right threes. He's taking the open threes, and that's the threes you want him to take at this point. Now, if he extends his game to where he can shoot it more at a frequent basis, so be it. But right now, he's in his bag. He's shooting over 50% from the field, 43% from 3.
Facts.
And scoring 18 points a game.
Yeah.
Second-year player?
Hey, fine with me.
Yeah.
Take that to the bank.
And I mean, I think I spoke to this last show, is that I have no problem with players in general, but especially RJ, just doing what you can do and what you can do to contribute to the team while you can do it. There's no reason to try to pull every single trick out of your hat when every trick isn't mastered yet. You know, every magician has a trick that they are impeccable at, and they have some that they're okay with. You know, until you can figure out how to do the other tricks well, you keep doing the one you know how to do, the one that pleases the crowd,
stick to
the
what's
one that
working.
is the show pleaser and the crowd pleaser, and that you don't have to do everything. You just do what you're good at until you figure out the next thing, and that's what you're doing. So everyone needs to let them roll, let them rock, and let it come. Just relax. Everyone got to breathe.
Facts.
Okay.
All right, yeah, we're gonna get back to Will from LI, man. I didn't like how we set the tone on that one. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like how we set the tone on that. Let's go somewhere else, man. We'll hang on the line, man. We're gonna get to the Debbie Downers in a little bit. I want to talk to somebody that was happy about the win. Let's go to ATL, man. Josh, what's going on?
How you doing, guys? First time actually calling in. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. Happy Saturday, man. How you doing?
Hey, all right. I just wanted to go for one say I appreciate you guys doing what you're doing. There's not too many people down in Atlanta that share the same love for the Knicks like I do.
No doubt.
But first of all, I'm excited to see this team play the way that they're playing. We have competent play from the point guard. It's really inspiring to watch. Shout out to Elfrid Payton. But I do want to say I am a bit concerned with the rotations from Tibbs. I'm scared that he doesn't have a feel for the team and doesn't know when to sub when he needs to sub, or he does make a sub when he doesn't need to sub. I think you touched on him putting Elfrid Payton in late in that game. It did kind of put us up at risk to lose. I felt like we won because the Trailblazers just missed those last 8 shots.
Yeah.
In the ending of the game. So I just wanted to hear you guys' opinion on the rotation.
Yeah, appreciate the call, man. Appreciate it. And salute to everybody in the A. It's all part of it, JLs. You know, I mean, it's a make or miss league. And I thought especially when IQ gave us, was able to stop the momentum that Simons was generating out there. You know, Simons had 9 straight points for the Blazers. IQ comes back, splashes a 3 in Melo's eye. Then he catches a steal, feeds Bullock for the layup. So IQ generated 5 points on his own. Yeah. But Tibbs clearly wanted to and he did this in the first game as well. He wanted to match Dame up with Peyton. And Peyton had it going. So I can't necessarily knock it, but it was a questionable point in that game.
Yeah, I don't know. You know me, CP. It just seems like when it's the other way around. If Peyton had it going, he never takes Peyton out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what frustrates me mostly, But when any young guy has it going, he takes them out. So that's why I kind of throw my hands up sometimes when IQ has it going.
Yeah.
And he's just like, all right, now you're gone. It's just like,
Yeah.
what about equal? Like, why is it? It seems favoritism to me. It's just
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't say he doesn't have a feel for the team. I think that's a little bit of an exaggeration. I mean, look at our record. You know, if we didn't have a feel for the team, we'd look a lot worse than what we do.
11,
I
13.
think Tibbs, yeah, exactly. I think Tibbs is just guilty of favoritism, like Jay Ellis just spoke to, and that favoritism, you know, has him stuck in this extra layer of stubbornness. He's already stubborn, but you add the concept of favoritism and it's just super stubbornness. So I think, you know, his rotations sometimes just showcase his favoritism, but to say he doesn't have a feel for the team is definitely not true. I mean, you can see these guys look like a team, they play like a team, you know, and basketball is a series of runs and possessions. And at times, you know, you can definitely see that those runs and possessions are affected by his stubbornness and favoritism. But overall, this team is night and day from where they were last season and the season before that. So I don't agree with him not having a feel, but I can understand why it's frustrating sometimes to see the way he does deal with the rotations on this team, especially from the outside looking in. There's definitely room for improvement, and there's definitely ways that it could have been done differently to affect the outcome overall. So I get it, but it's a very 50-50 kind of situation.
Yeah, listen, when you're at this record, you are what your record says you are, right? And their record says they're an inconsistent team, especially on the offensive end. So the questions are always gonna arise when you have a team like this, but it just is what it is. These are the horses that he's gonna go to war with. You just hope that they build a chemistry and build some more consistency, and they're kind of showing that. You know, they lose a couple, they come back and win a couple. You know, so they never really have gotten into a long drought so far this season. And so that's a good thing. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. I want to shout out Jazzy278 checking in from Croatia. Shout out Kawhi Leonard. We got the Claw in here. Okay, wow. Kawhi Leonard watching on his day off. Poncho, salute to Poncho, #new. B.A. Baracus from the A-Team is in here. So salute team #new. Shout out JM checking in from Leicester City in the UK.
Okay.
Mads Knudsen checking in from Denmark. How you feeling? Bada Zubros in Spain. We got this versus that checking in from Los Angeles. Ash, who you want to shout out?
Let's see. Let's shout out Paul Robinson. He gave you guys a super chat of $5. He said, "Stay in your bag until you have some new tricks." Yeah. Ashley Nicole, that is a quote. JL, let's put it on a t-shirt. I want 5% of the proceeds.
No doubt.
Shout out everybody. #9God. I appreciate all the RJ love, all the RJ positivity. Let my man flourish. And shout out to everybody rocking with us on a Saturday
matinee, man. We got 1,700 people rocking. Salute to all the family checking in on Facebook. Couple super chats came in early. Jason Barkley says, "Hey guys, look how good the Knicks can be when they have a good starting point guard play. Dame clearly was not 100%, but Peyton jumped on that give him his flowers for this game, for sure. Taps Tempo says, in Tibbs we trust. I've been critical of some of his rotation decisions, but the results speak for himself. There is a confidence and cohesiveness, everyone buying in, playoff bound, barring trade." He also says, "I woke up at 5 a.m. in Byron Bay, Australia to catch this one. Makes it worth it when they win." All right, so good morning to you, bro. Appreciate it, man. Ron Hansley says, "Quirks is greater than Quivers. Quickly and Burks. Loving the backup backcourt duo of IQ and Automatic Alec. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad." Yeah, I thought Burks gave us some really good minutes and set the tone off the bench. Like I said, 4 of 9 from downtown. That's the type of game that you need from him to move this team forward.
Exactly, yeah.
Let me get some calls in here. JJ from Brooklyn. JJ, how you feeling?
Yo, CPJL, Ashley, what's good? Another great win, man. I wanted to give credit to two guys. I know they're not obviously fan favorites. Elfrid Payton, somehow he gets in that lane, and when he does, he can finish pretty well. He's not bad finishing around there. And gotta give credit to Reggie Bullock, man. His defense has been really good, especially today. He was basically guarding 1 through 4.
Yeah.
So he's all over the floor, getting blocks, rotating like crazy. So I know it's two guys Knicks fans don't like too much, but those two, you got to give them credit. RJ, I mean, what can you say? Every game he's just getting so much better. He's playing within himself. That Euro step he had on Cantor, making him look silly, that was just beautiful. Yeah. Everything about his game is just so much better, man. Like, it's almost you almost expect it now. Just he's playing so efficiently. I think he's up to almost 45% for the year from the field. Just every game, you can just see more and more in his game. He's playing so great off of Randall. Mitch, today he did pretty good against Cantor, except for the one where it should have been an offensive foul on Cantor. We gave him the elbow.
Yeah.
He was defending him really well. Got to give him credit for that. And, this team, what are we, the 6th seed right now? So it's just really impressive the way this team is playing, man. And I know some people are saying, the lottery. Don't worry, we got the Mavs. We're going to get a lottery pick from Dallas.
And the Mavs are reeling, boy.
Hopefully they lose again to the Warriors tonight.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
go Golden State. And if I don't talk to you guys tomorrow, man, hope you all enjoy the Super Bowl.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, listen, the Mavs are reeling, man. So we're going to be in a good position, man. We are going to be A-okay. But like I said on the Bullock thing, you saw it today, man, the versatility that he gives you on the defensive end, for the people that are calling for Kev and stuff like that. I understand it, and I would love to see Kev getting more minutes. That's my guy. But if you want to win and Tibbs wants to win, this is why he starts Bullock. Even coming off of injury, sometimes he'll put him right back in there. That's his guy. Tibbs has been bigging him up all year, bro.
Yeah, man. Bullock is contributing, man. I saw some crazy stat where he had like the highest plus minus on a team or something like that ever, like a 37. That was like a few weeks ago. So even though he's not scoring at a crazy high rate, he's still contributing on the defensive end. And even when he was out, our defense in that starting unit was a little wonky to the time he was out. So, I guess it's one of those things where I guess you don't really appreciate it all the time until it's gone. And then you see he's impacting his team for sure.
I hear you, man. Yeah, you definitely said wonky, bro. My guys in the UK and Australia use that term. Good job, Jails. You in your diplomat bag today. My man said wonky ass.
Gotta reach across, man. Gotta reach across. Welcome international fans.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Super chat came in from SK. He says, bench Rivers, play Frank if healthy. I mean, that could be the window. We said it on the last show, right? Rivers' ineffective play could spell opportunity for Frank or Kev. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. But how many did we go deep today? We did go 10 deep. You could go 9. You didn't see, Noel was out. Taj got his minutes. So you could go 9. You could go 9 as well. I don't think Tibbs would be averse to that either.
Yeah, I can see somebody shaking for 5 or 10 minutes somewhere.
Yeah. We'll see what happens, man. All right, let's go back to the phones. Let's go up north. Illa, what's going on? The Canadian homer in the building. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's going on, guys? Man, I am jealous of RJ Barrett, man. Who saw that post RJ put on Instagram the other day, man, with that fly suit?
Hey, yeah, that boy's fresh.
You guys saw that?
That boy's fresh,
RJ's looking like Denzel Washington when he played Frank Lucas in American Gangster.
Yo, real talk. Man, real talk. That boy was fly.
The only difference is RJ's the Canadian gangster.
Yeah.
That's the only difference, man. But listen, that's who I called to talk about, man. RJ Barrett, man, I think he played his 80th game today. I think it's 79 or 80, one of the two. I got to double check. But if that's the case, 2 more games, and we can technically say he's played a full season of basketball, man. That's crazy. But what I've seen in the past few games, including today, has been nothing but progress.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, what I mean. Like, his free throws have improved. His shooting is getting way better. His defense is definitely up to par. And one thing people never, ever talk about is his vision and passing. Nobody talks about that, man. RJ doesn't trap himself like a lot of first or second year players do. You can see his intelligence on the court.
Yeah.
And for a 20-year-old in the NBA, man, that's when you know you got a good talent, man. He may not be putting up like 30-plus points just yet, but you can clearly see he's developing to be that type of player.
It's coming.
I'm excited for his future, man. I like what I'm seeing from him so far. We as Knicks fans, man, we should be happy and fortunate to have a guy like him on our team, man. And CP, one thing I was thinking of when I was watching today's game, just imagine if RJ had an elite all-star with him on the court. That would be something special, man. That's all I got to say. Peace.
Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, Illa. The Canadian gangster, he says. Yeah, RJ did a photo shoot with Indochino rocking his suit.
Good. I just looked at it.
Yeah, it was playing. It was playing. Somebody in the chat said, don't mention Denzel Washington around Ash, because Ashley set Twitter ablaze last night.
Whatever.
Talking about young John David Washington could be a better actor than his father. Ooh.
Listen.
Oh!
Okay, hold on.
Furthermore,
nobody.
I said that John David Washington, when it's all said and done, could be a better actor, have a better career than his father. Why is that such a crazy thing to say? First of all, First of all, he's 36 years old. He's only 36. Denzel won his first Oscar at 36.
It's just Denzel's impact on movies was so great that whenever I watch, like Black Klansman, like I just hear Denzel in his acting. It's hard to set. I got to see the new one. with Zendaya and see what he's talking about there. But
I watched it last night, which is why I said it. And I've seen a few of the movies that he was in Tenet, and he was in, Black Klansman and all that stuff. And listen, you can tell that obviously he's very influenced by his father. But listen, you have the blueprint of one of the greatest actors to ever grace Hollywood. Yeah. Why is it so crazy to think that he would also have the greatest teacher?
Because Denzel was a legend. And like I said, I just can't. I have a hard time separating the two when I see this guy act, when I see his son act. I have a hard time separating. That's not fair because he's a different type of actor. And if you watch, yes, he's influenced. But he also has his own vibe. He has his own aura. But all I'm simply saying is that I'm not saying he's better right now. I'm saying when it's all said and done, just because he has the blueprint. You're saying his catalog. He could. I'm saying he may have a better career. I don't know, man. At the end of the day, just saying that, you have your father's blueprint to follow. You can see what mistakes he made. You can learn from them. You can be better than them. It's crazy to think that. Will it happen? I don't know. To say he's not gonna. You guys don't know what he's only 36 years old. The man is really good. He's phenomenal. But whatever. I'm not gonna. I love Denzel, by the way. Okay, one of my first celebrity. He's the greatest of all time. Back up off me. Okay? He's the greatest of all time. We'll have to see. I'm not doubting that. To be continued.
I'm holding on judgment because I haven't seen Young Buck act, so I'm just gonna hold on.
You have to watch him.
I just know Denzel.
He's the greatest.
Plymouth Rock.
He's the greatest. He's the greatest. JL.
He is.
Whole judgment. I need to see him act.
All right, let's get back to the phones. That's funny as hell. Jay from Maryland. Jay, what's going on?
What's going on? How y'all doing?
Good, man. What's going on, bro?
Good. I wanted to just give my opinion on the game. I think the game was a good game. People complain and say, "Oh, we almost lost it," but it was a great game overall. We were leading a majority of the game. See, they only led once, and it was only by 1 or 2 points. Mm-hmm. So it's a good game to go off of just because they made that run. My biggest thing is, we had to get a big enough lead because we're not an offensive team at all. Yeah. So. We didn't want to, you don't want to give that room for the Blazers to make that run that they made in the fourth and possibly come back to win it at the end. So I think we held on tight. It was a good game. My only big problem is the lineup with Tibbs. I think if he could work on that, we're winning games, so I can't complain. He's the coach. I'm not. But my biggest thing is why not split up RJ and Randall's minutes to where they're on, we have at least one of them on the court at all times. Yeah. If you're playing them 37, 38 minutes anyways, there's a way to have Quickly and all the bench mob in there with RJ on the court as well, and then vice versa, have Randall on the court as well in other situations so that we can keep scoring for the second unit. Because some of the problems that we're having with the second unit is they're not putting up enough offensive points, and that's when teams are using that chance to come back. So that's my only opinion is maybe Tibbs should try, splitting up the minutes between RJ and Randall so they can kind of lead the floor on their own at some points in the game.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good one, man.
Peace. Yeah. And that's my guy Zay from Maryland, not Jay from Maryland. But yeah, I agree with that. I would like to see that a little bit more, splitting them out a little bit more, so you could,
Yeah, me too.
keep
that could be an answer.
Yeah.
But also, Burks. This is what Burks is here for. Burks is supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be Burks' role. If Burks plays his role like he's been playing on other teams, you wouldn't have to worry about it that much, So, but I don't agree. I don't disagree with him though. I can see that being a solution.
Yeah. No doubt. And there is a furious Denzel Washington debate breaking out in the chat right now. Ashley setting off a fire.
It's okay, Ash. It's okay, man.
But you know what's crazy is I never said that. People hear that his son has the opportunity, which as a parent, I don't know how many parents. I don't have kids, but I would want my children one day to be better than me, to surpass me. You have my blueprint, take it and be better than me. So the fact that you guys are so that's never gonna, don't know. He's only 36 years old. His father's career, yes, he did incredible movies before he was 36, but his trajectory of his career did not really take off until he got that 1990 Oscar for Glory. Then he did Malcolm X. Then he did Training Day. That's when the trajectory. So his son is right there. It's not crazy to think that his career could be on par or slightly better than his father's when it's all said and done. So watch the movie and then come talk to me. You guys are crazy. Never said Jesus Christ.
Salute to everybody in the chat.
It doesn't go. I just need to see the boy before I make any decisions. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, we'll take a look. We'll take a look, JLs, and we'll do a little movie review. You know what I'm saying? We'll do a little movie review night.
And stop calling me Max Kellerman. That's
slander.
You know what I mean? Super slander. Super slander.
Man.
That's fine. I got called Max like 2 weeks ago. It's fine.
It's ugly, man. It's ugly.
I said what I said.
They just call me CP in this. They just call me CP, man. We just keep it rolling. Hit that thumbs up button.
I said, and I'm not gonna change it. I said.
They called CP something a while last week. I forgot what they called him though.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man. Everybody gets it.
Everybody gets a shot. Everybody gets a turn on the
I said what I said. I stand by it.
Shout out to
still up there if you want to comment underneath it. Go ahead.
Shout out Matthew Newman, team #new Matthew. What's going on? Alan Perman sent a super chat. He says, "Salute. I don't want to see Elf play and want more Obi, but we're here 11-13 after being picked by almost everyone to finish last. Gotta trust Tibbs and Rose to have to follow their vision." I'm with Berman. I'm with Berman. Obviously, you want to see IQ start. And obviously, I want to see Kev play more. Obviously, I want to see Obi play more, but it's not going to happen. He had, if you talk about Obi's game today, he finally faced up on Melo, took him to the hole and actually scored on him.
Yep.
He shot one rainbow three that was just completely ridiculously off. I want to see more in the pick and rolls. I want to see more in the pick and roll as a roll man, and also facing up more. Use your athleticism, try to attack the basket, draw fouls. Right now, it's still a lot of perimeter game for Obi right now. So hopefully they start to showcase him in those areas for sure.
Yeah, man. I mean, the shot he took was a good shot, though. It was like in rhythm. It was after a few passes. I think maybe he just rushed the shot a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I agree with you. I want to see him cut to the basket more. The nice layup on Melo was a good start. It's still early when you're not getting the minutes. That was really hard to see where he's progressing, where he isn't.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm worried. I'm worried.
He's not going to get him.
Yeah, I'm worried for Obi's development. I'm concerned for it. I don't know how and when it's going to happen because I don't know where it has the opportunity to flourish. Yeah. So it's concerning that his development is contingent on the fact that he gets minutes, but he's not getting the minutes. And, the minutes you get in practice or, in a scrimmage cannot be compared to that of an actual NBA game.
That's a fact.
And I'm just concerned that if he doesn't get those minutes, then where is that development going to happen? And then that goes ahead and you look into the future and you say, well, if he is supposed to be the future of this franchise along with RJ and IQ, then how is that supposed to happen if you're not developing him while you still have Randall on the court? I don't understand how it's going to work.
Well, once upon a time, Jay Allison Ashley tried to tell me, having it's a good problem to have. I
still
think it's a good problem to have.
I still think it's a good problem.
Okay.
I still think it's a good problem to have. And I still think, and I don't know if JLS is with me, I think Tibbs can be playing Obi more. I don't think he has to limit his minutes the way that he's limiting them. I think he's choosing to do it, which is another concern of mine because
I've yet to see him play together.
He's choosing to limit his minutes. He's choosing not to have them play together. And that's concerning to me because why are you not doing that? That's another question I would ask him if I got to speak.
That's my question with a few other pieces too. You know,
I mean, Will from LI can call back now because we can speak on that. Will, it's your time. If you want to call back now, it's your time. I wanted to start over with some good vibes, but listen, it's a realistic concern. But while he's in, I'd like to see them using him more in the pick and roll, and I'd like to see him giving him a chance to face up and make a move to the basket. That's where Obi's gotta eat. The newly signed Jordan Brand team member. Salute to Obi. Signed with Jordan. Officially, he's been rocking J's all year, but officially signed with Jordan. My guy Steve Sweatpants did the photo shoot at MSG last week, so he gave me a little preview of the shoot earlier this week. So shout out my guy Steve Sweatpants. Make sure you guys check out that interview with Steve Sweatpants. This photo shoot?
Yeah,
the photo shoot was fire. I can we can get to the site once we take some more calls. I'll share some of it, but the photo shoot was fire. It was Obi and his parents at MSG. The Jumpman logo is still a little bit hard to get with, being that it's MSG and the Knicks. I feel like they rock those jerseys way too much, man.
Oh yeah, I was trying to stay silent, but yeah.
What happened to the home whites? Every day now we rocking the blue Jordan jersey. Like, what's going on, man?
It's weird for me.
Hey, man, we're winning in that jersey, so.
I guess, but it's like, yo, MJ's a billionaire, man. You don't need more marketing, man. Go get the home whites going, crispy.
It's just weird for me.
It's just weird.
All the way weird.
It's just weird, man.
So, I'm the guy when the Knicks signed Jason Kidd, it was weird for me. All right.
Yeah.
It was weird for me. I was like,
that was a weird moment in time, though. That was a weird moment.
And then when he was running and gunning for us, that was my guy. He's 40 years old at all. Like, yo, JT is that dude.
And him and Kenyon, it was weird for me. But it was weird. But it's like, oh, now they in the jersey, cool. Yes.
Yeah, it was a lot of beef, man. It was a lot of beef.
Well,
let's go down. Pause. Let's go down to Kentucky. Aaron, what's going on?
What's going on, y'all?
Yo, how you feeling, bro?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, man. What you think about the game?
Okay, good. All right, good, because I only got one ear pod in. I can't find my other. I was just trying to make sure y'all can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, man, the New York Knicks are in 6th place, man.
Yep.
We should celebrate that. Big win today. I don't care about Dame not being completely unhealthy. I think C.J. McCollum was out. A win's a win, man. Back-to-back wins is always a huge win. I was going to talk about, first of all, RJ, man. He's playing his game finally, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting to the basket, the mid-range, the defense, the passing, all the things that I knew that RJ could do whenever he was at Duke. He's doing it now, man. And then shooting the 2 to 4 threes, man. Mm-hmm. That's what he's doing, and it just seems like it's better, man. But then I also want to talk about the Obi Toppin. So Obi Toppin, what he got 8 minutes today, I think it was. 8 minutes.
Obi got 9 minutes. Obi got 9 minutes. 9 minutes, 2 points, 1 for 2 from the field.
Not 9 minutes. What about playing with him with Randall? Like, what's the issue with that? Is it because they play the same exact position? Is it because, whenever we drafted Obi, I had a lot of my friends tell me that we just drafted another Julius Randle. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why we can't go small sometimes. I know it may hurt our rebounding, but I think for offensive purposes, I think playing Obi and Randall would be would be something big. Also, man, like, I don't think it's entirely Obi's fault. Now, I do think he takes a little bit too much threes, but there's a lot of times where I see him cut and he gets missed.
Yeah. They always miss him.
And I think and that goes back to my argument with and I know Peyton had a great game today, and he's gonna have his 20-point games once every 7-8 games, man, where he has his great games. Yeah. But I think for the Knicks to really like make the playoffs for one, and to really like maybe win a playoff series, which I'm not trying to like say that we're that ready yet, but I think in order for that to happen, man, I think we need to hit up the Pelicans.
Oh, he wants Lonzo.
We need to ask them what they want for Lonzo Ball and JJ Redick.
Okay, all right.
And
is that CK?
I don't
appreciate the call, Aaron. We just got to keep the calls. We just got to keep the calls moving. But basically, he wants more point guard play out there, and so he wants to go get Lonzo from the Pelicans. We haven't seen Obi and Randall out there together. Obviously, if they do that, they're gonna have to go small. We've seen Randall effective at the small ball 5 as a facilitator as well. So. If the opportunity presents itself, Tibbs is going to have to find those opportunities, because if he doesn't, Obi's not getting the burn. He's never going to get the burn. So those are the opportunities they're going to look for, and vice versa. I think Obi is a capable passer to the point where you could have Randall kind of spacing the floor for him as a better three-point shooter, and have Obi kind of operating out of the post, still in the face-up game, and trying to attack the basket that way. So let's see how Tibbs, we get some out there together. We still haven't seen it.
Yeah, man. I guess it depends on our lineup too. Like today, when you have, I feel like today, like when you have Cantor playing the 5,
opportunity was there.
Opportunity is definitely there to try out an OB Randall lineup today, so for sure. So it's just if Tibbs wants to take advantage of those opportunities to use those two together,
Yeah, there'll be opportunities there for sure. Might be opportunities against Miami, playing Miami tomorrow. So we know Miami likes to go small as well. So there may be opportunities to do so. But yeah, shout out to Aaron down in Kentucky. This is some pictures here from the Obi photo shoot. Shout out my guy Steve Sweatpants. If you guys go to the Jordan site, the Air Jordan site, you'll see an interview with Obi and some of the pictures that Steve snapped. It's a dope shoot. Man. The Jumpman logo is just a little like kind of crazy to get around, but
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's a dope shoot, man.
Weird.
It's a dope shoot.
The chat is out of control. I can't deal with this.
Yeah, chat's wilding. Chat's wilding, man, on this Saturday bad day, man.
They're so out of control. I can't
salute to everybody in the chat, man. Ari's in the building. Ari, what's happening, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys? Great win today. First things first, Denzel Washington's overrated, man. He plays the same role every single time.
Hang up the phone.
Ari, we put you on timeout, fam. We put him on timeout for that blasphemy, bro. He's the greatest of all time.
I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
We got to put Ari on the bench for a second, man. Ari, I'm sorry, man. We're gonna skip and go to another call for a second. So
I think my mom just sneezed because she heard that.
No, I had to do that for the people, man. Ari's talking crazy off the jump. Our two regulars, CLs, Will from LI and Ari, going crazy, man. All right, this is how we gonna redeem ourselves. We're going to North Carolina with the preacher, J Boogie. First off, clap back on the Denzel slander, and then go into your game points, please. J Boogie from North Carolina. What's going on? Gotta get the guidelines going.
God bless everybody. I hope everybody's staying healthy and safe. Shout out to the team, the whole network. You know what I'm saying? CP, Ashley, JL. You got a lot of J's following you, man. You the big bro, man. Even though you know what I'm saying, I might be older, you the big bro, man. We following the J's, man. You know what I'm saying? But yo, let me say, hey Ari, you might be overrated with that comment you just did for the wrong weight. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like that. I mean, Come on, man, for real. And if you call back, I'll give you a chance to shout back at me. You can call back after me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to do it like this, man. When it comes to making history, I don't care how good Emmitt Smith was going to be. He ain't going to never mean more than Jim Brown. He do too much. I don't care how Floyd Mayweather may be. He ain't going to never be Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how LeBron James going to do. He ain't going to never go over Michael Jordan. That's just point blank. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care who acts.
We completely
nobody ain't gonna be better than Denzel. Completely. He plays too many roles. And Training Day was an insult because he should have been had that award way before that, man. You know what I'm saying? John Q and all that, man. Yeah. Salute to that man, man. Salute to all our, you know what I'm saying, our leaders and everything. But let's get back to this basketball game real quick. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like this, man. If you ever had a fight in an opposite neighborhood and you was winning, they'd jump. That's what we did today. We jumped Portland. They got their first victory off us. Today, they got jumped. A lot of players did a lot of big things. I think we had more than 5 players with at least 7 rebounds. We had mad people in double figures. We had all types of hustle plays and rebounders and hard work going on. We outplayed them. We jumped them today. And I like that. That's what we got to do. But go back to that Denzel, you know what I'm saying? Give you a little bit more Denzel. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the train don't stay on course. It jumps off course. That movie that Denzel had with John Travolta, I'm going to reflect on that. This is freestyling off the top of the dome. At the beginning, our train was running. We thought we was going to do different things. But certain things just started happening. You know what I'm saying? Randall started looking like an all-star player. RJ started looking like an improved player. Right now, he's second in the scores out of all and that rookie class that came out. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know quickly was going to be doing what he was doing. Some things have changed, you know what I'm saying? So the course has shifted over on our train. Right now, Tom is looking for the playoffs. He didn't have playoffs on his mind. He thought he was going to be developing, but he see we're a little bit further than just developing our team. So now playoffs is on his mind, and we've been telling y'all about that. Some people say playoffs. I say top 8. Yeah, we in the top 8 in the East, you know what I'm saying? And Tom really wants that playoff. So what he's going to do, he's going to play whoever he think is most better, you know what I'm saying, for our lineup. Yeah, we drafted Obi thinking that he was going to take Randall place. That was everybody's sense and mind frame. But the course shifted over, you know what I'm saying, when that boy started doing what he's doing, being the number 8 player on that Eastern Conference All-Star ballot. And I'm saying again, if y'all haven't been voting for Julius, you're holding us back. He's number 8, but he really should be in front of them 2 boys in Miami for real. So he should be up there in number 6 somewhere around there, man. But they hating on us. So if they ain't hating on us, that means we ain't doing what we doing to get more All-Star votes in for that boy, you know what I'm saying? But I know EP ain't got my phone number. I ain't hacked into his phone, but he must have called Rod Strickland or something, because for the last 2 games, he been getting any and everywhere he wanted to get to on that court. You know what I'm saying? The man ain't got no problem with getting to point A, point B, anywhere he want to get on the court. The problem he got is finishing, and the problem he got is having more confidence. And the problem is he's taking the role of how we used to beat down Julius Randle last year. So now we got off Julius Randle. We just jumping on this guy right there. But this dude right there at 6'4", you know what I'm saying? He's doing some things for us on the court. And yeah, y'all know I love it, how quickly in that starting lineup. But don't forget, he came off that bench in Kentucky, you know what I'm saying? So he might be being trained up to be our 6th man or something like that. We don't know what's on Tom's mind. But right now, we need to stop trying to find, you know what I'm saying, negative situations when we know we playing and doing the thing, especially when we get a dub. Look at our revenge record. We ain't lost to no team that, you know what I'm saying, twice this year. Everybody that we lost to, we came back and got revenge. That's why I say we jumped them, you know what I'm saying? So start saluting and appreciating what we got going on. Playoff is on our mind. And a first-round draft pick is going to be with Dallas. They got 13 teams in front of them, you know what I'm saying? We sit in the 6th spot. So we got a lot to be cheering for and be grateful, but stop trying to find the downfall, the negatives, you know what I'm saying, when we doing something positive. No A's, though. Right now, we riding, man, you know what I'm saying? Ride with the team, man, and keep feeling like, you know what I'm saying, promoting like, yeah, you happy that we get ready to make the playoffs. You know how the Garden would be right now if it was wide open, you know what I'm saying, and it was sold out, it'd be off the chain, you know what I'm saying? They might, the Dolan might start me giving away stuff, you know what I'm saying, from the menu. I'm just playing, though. But yeah, that's how the Garden would be rocking, you know what I'm saying? So we got to salute, man, all efforts and everything, you know what I'm saying? And we shut down Carmelo. I love you, Carmelo, but you put up 2 points. Now we won't going to let you break Oscar Robertson, you know what I'm saying, point record, you know what I'm saying? You got to stay in that 14th spot. Don't do it on us. Do it on somebody else, man. We love you, man. But yeah, it's a lot of things to be grateful, man. We going all out on D, man. You know what I'm saying? Only thing we ain't doing is patting the floor like Duke be doing. And RJ need to start doing that. That's how you have team leadership. Team motivation. I don't need no veterans. I need team leadership, team motivation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I come like I come every time when I be on this phone, because I be hoping and praying that one of them guys over there playing, you know what I'm saying, with the Knicks can hear what I'm saying. So maybe EP heard what I was saying, because I've been fighting that dude, man. But the last 2 games, he been putting it on, man. You know what I'm saying? So why he doing what he doing? Get a man some props, because the thing is, we trying to make the playoffs, man. That's not even a goal for us. A goal for us this year, y'all was saying we was maybe 25 games, maybe 24 games, maybe 30 games. No, the goal should be coming out and make that playoffs, man. That's what it's about, man. You know what I'm saying? So stop trying to pull everybody down when we trying to stand up. You know what I'm saying? It's Black History Month right now, but it ain't just about black, because we all need to unite. Look at the channel. Look at the fan base on this channel. It ain't got no racism, nothing on this channel right here. That's how we all unify. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get back to y'all later on. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's in there amping up. I gotta see what she's doing, man. But yeah, I'm on one, and I'm getting ready for Miami tomorrow, because Jimmy Butler and that boy Burn, we got something to show you tomorrow. I need one of them spots for that All-Star game. And when I get off the phone, you know what I'm saying? I'm out, man. I'm out of breath, man. Y'all been saying I ain't take a breath. Yeah, I don't take a breath. I breathe up underwater, you know what I'm saying? And I spit bars, you know what I'm saying? At 52, I'm going to drop a jewel on y'all one day. Shout out to everybody. Chuck D and everybody, man. Love and peace, man.
And the church said, "A freaking man." Wow.
Hey, we had to redeem ourselves.
Wow.
Man.
Ari said, "Bring me back now."
Old facts. Ari, man.
Ari wants that smoke.
Old facts.
Oh my God.
Wow. Throw some 5s in the chat first off for J Boogie. Salute J Boogie, man. Let's throw some 5s in the chat right now. He didn't even take a breath.
Man.
Straight fire. All right, Ari. You got to redeem yourself, man. Go to the game. Let's go to the game. This ain't Denzel Fan TV, man.
Don't let him play you. Don't let him play you, Ari. Speak your truth.
Go ahead, Ari.
All right. Whatever. Personally, I'm a Will Smith fan. I think he has more range. But besides that, let's get to the game. All right. So, number one, first of all, you know, I know Jay Boogie's your preacher. Listen, I love Jay Boogie. Great quality. I know he's your preacher, but my preacher is Jay from Florida, okay? Ooh. Jay from Florida is my preacher, all right? I'll take Jay from Florida any day, all right? But besides that, so let's start with the good. R.J. Barrett was, like, the most important thing going into the season was hoping that R.J. Barrett would take the next step. Yes. He's clearly taken the next step. You know, he kind of reminds me a little bit of like a Paul Pierce, D-Wade hybrid. He has really good body control, and he's really good at like weaving into the lane. And the thing about RJ is, if you took that 5-game stretch where he went like 0 for 25 from 3, if you took away those 5 games, his percentages are actually like not that bad this season. And, you know, I haven't called in a while, and I haven't called in since that Clippers game. And just to watch a 20-year-old guy go toe-to-toe with Kawhi Leonard and literally, like, hold his own with Kawhi Leonard says something. I don't think there's a lot of 20-year-old players who could do that. So I think, you know, we really have to be thankful that R.J. Barrett's on this team. You know, that's the good. Now, the bad, you know, we won the game, but, like, again, with Tibbs' rotations, man, like, I just don't get it, man. Like, Emmanuel quickly was going off. He just hit a 30-footer, and then he takes him out. Like Tibbs is like the anti-Mike D'Antoni. He's a defensive genius, but he has no clue what's going on offense. He has no clue. And the reason why his rotations are so suspect to us is because he's not even looking at offense when he's deciding who goes in the game. He's just looking at defense. Which is, okay, yeah, it takes defense to win championships, but, you know, you still got to score also. You have to have balance. And the whole knock on Mike D'Antoni is, he can make a bad team relevant and get you to the playoffs, but can he go over the hump? You know, I think the same thing goes with Thibodeau, just on the other side. So, you know, I don't like his rotation still. I'm with everybody else. You know, Obi Toppin's 22 years old, right? He was projected to be, you know, the next, like savior. He was supposed to be a key piece of our future, and he's playing 9 minutes a game. That's unacceptable. I don't care if Julius Randle's on the team. I don't care if Anthony Davis on the team. I don't care if Tim Duncan. You cannot play your number 1 draft pick, who's 22, 9 minutes a game. He's not like Frank Ntilikina who came out when he was 18, 19 years old. You can't shelf a 22-year-old kid.
I appreciate
for a
it.
year.
I appreciate it. I just want to keep the calls rolling. Appreciate it though. We get it. We get it. I think the biggest takeaway was the whole Will Smith thing. No, he's not better than Denzel.
I just want to go on record.
Wilding right now.
I agree with that. Ari, listen, it's all love over here. I appreciate you, but there's no way in hell that Will Smith has more range than Denzel Washington.
Send him back to the
Are you telling me when Will Smith cried because his papa didn't love him?
That was a big moment. When
What was the last good Will Smith movie?
I'm trolling.
I Am Legend was fire. I Am Legend.
That's a lot. How old? That movie is what, like 10 years old?
I gotta go back. I gotta go back in the catalog.
My point
I gotta go back in the catalog, man. Hancock was trash.
Hitched was a feel-good movie.
Right? Hitch, Pursuit of Happiness. I don't know. He ain't seen no goddamn. Ari, you gotta send Ari back to the chat in disgrace. I feel him on the other points though. RJ's definitely in his bag. You know, the whole rotation thing with Tibbs. He's gonna go to who he's going to war with. That's it, man. That's it. Dan from Long Island. What's up, Dan? How you feeling?
Good. First of all, I know I dragged Reggie Bullock the other night, but this is just further proof that the players are listening to your show. Because look how he did today.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But he defended the way, did very well, the way you all said he could and he would. And I was impressed. He's rugged. Really did a good job today. So hopefully I see more of that going down as the season goes on. Listen, I'm also a little thrown. I got mad respect for Ari. I love him. I think he's a great Knick caller. And maybe because I'm old and he might be a lot younger than me, if he don't know Cry Freedom, Philadelphia, Glory,
get him,
Fences,
get him,
Inside Man,
get him,
Malcolm X,
get him,
Eli,
get him,
Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide.
I understand he wasn't there. But if you weren't there, you shouldn't talk. So I liked 4 Nights in Miami. I like Black Klansman. Nice movies. It's an insult to put Denzel's name with anyone other than maybe Sidney Poitier and Meryl Streep, maybe Marlon Brando.
It's a fact.
I'm out.
And he drops the mic like Jay from Florida. Let's go. And the Hurricane was a classic.
Glory tier when he's
but why is he
coming, one eye?
Why is he coming at Ari for that? Will Smith wasn't in any of those movies he just named.
No, well, he's saying because Ari was saying that Will was better than Denzel, so he's running off the catalog.
He named a bunch of movies that Will Smith wasn't even in.
But what he's saying is those are classics. Will Smith can't see those.
No, he's saying Black Klansman, good movie.
Oh well, that was June. That was young Denzel.
He's saying that's the ones he saw, but he missed the classics. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, basically.
He's saying you're naming Black Klansman on the later one.
Will Smith wasn't in Black Klansman. That's my
point. We're talking about Denzel.
You were talking about young Denzel. Talking about young Denzel now.
Yeah, talking about Denzel.
Yeah. Well, Crimson Tide. Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans. It's a classic, G.
Okay, but you guys are not understanding what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's better than his son right now.
Yeah, you're saying he could be. You're saying
he could be.
Yeah, you're saying he could be.
He could have a more diverse catalog. He's only 36 years old. Denzel is 66 years old. He has 30 plus years on his son. You guys gotta relax. Like, we don't know what the future of this man's career is gonna look like.
He got game.
Yes,
we're gonna turn this into Denzel Fan TV, man. We're gonna turn this into Denzel Fan TV.
Change it, yeah.
People struck a chord. Somebody in the chat said Will Smith was fire in Red Table Talk.
That was so
Sham BK. Shout out Sham BK. Said Denzel was fire in Red Table Talk.
That is so mean.
Get him.
That is mean.
Get him.
Wow.
All right. Hey, man, I love how we kind of, mixing the vibe up in here, man. It's an excellent vibe here today at this matinee edition. All right, let's hear from some new people, man. Got a lot of new people on the call. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad.
Y'all killing me.
Yeah.
Killing me today right now.
He said Red Table Talk, bro. All right. Let's go to Mark from LI. Mark, how you feeling?
Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everything?
Good, bro. Happy Saturday. How you feeling, bro?
I'm good. The only thing I wanted to talk about was I don't know if anybody noticed, but Dame Litter was on the Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
Giving a little chit chat. You know what I mean? A little trash talk. And I just want to let everybody know that we caught that W today.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Well, this is post game live, Mark. So yeah, we do know it. We did get the win. So shout out to them. But Dame is a good trash talker, man, and he could back it up. Just so happens that Alfred and the gang got the last laugh today, and Dame was banged up. We definitely acknowledge that. He has a streamed at Domino, but hey, you get on the court, you come to play. Knicks got the revenge that they were looking for, and set a good tone. So appreciate that call.
Yeah, that was a while ago though. He got a good memory, man.
Yeah, you got a good memory. I haven't heard Buttons in them in a minute, so yeah.
Nah.
I thought
I
that was
listened.
a while ago.
Now I listen.
Yeah.
Now Dame was on there like a few weeks ago, and I guess Joe was joking about our record. He's like, we number 8, huh? And Dame was like, it's not gonna last.
Yo, Dame slandered KnicksFanTV like 3 years ago, if you don't remember.
Did he?
Yeah,
Did he?
100%. There was an incident. There was an incident at the Garden where Frank, when he was playing, and Cannon was on the team, and Frank and Yusuf Nurkic got into it, and Dame came through, and it was like a little skirmish. But
I remember that. It was
so they end up winning the game, and I posted something on the topic like, Nurkic didn't want that smoke, or Dame didn't want that smoke with Frank, and then Dame replied back like, after that play, I just ran off like 5 straight on y'all, and we took the W type of thing. I was like, oh man. Dame
I remember that,
Yeah.
but I don't remember it being towards. I didn't remember it being towards the program though. But
yeah. No, this is on Instagram. This is on my Instagram. Dame actually
Oh,
replied.
Wow.
Dame
Man,
replied back with some slander, man. But
listen, Dame's like that because there was
Yeah.
a reporter, I think it was Aaron Fences, and he read something, and he was in the post game after one of the Trailblazers games or whatever, and he was like, didn't you say something like da 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 on Twitter?
he does not
He was
forget.
like, yeah. He's like, all right, because I forget, just making sure that you stand by what you said. I was like, okay, Dame really be in these social media streets. Okay.
That's a fact. Dame does not forget, man. My favorite player in the league right now, Nick. Melo as well, but obviously Melo's getting into that wash category. But Dame is just that guy. Unlimited range, man. Dame just pulls up wherever he wants to, and it's a bucket. So
you got a guy like that coming up in the ranks, man.
Yeah. SK, I got to that super chat from James Fiore. Says last couple weeks, Ash has been a little too tough on Tibbs. We wouldn't be where we are right now without him. God bless you.
So I'm supposed to just sit here and just like stroke Tibbs' ego and not point out anything that he does that can be improved. And I should just be okay with the fact that we're winning games, losing some games, and that just means that Tibbs is perfect and I can't critique him when he needs to be critiqued. Is that what I'm getting at? You just want me to sit?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, not gonna do that.
Lady KnicksFanTV with them boss. Alan Berman, appreciate it. Paul Robinson says, stay in your bag until you get some new tricks. Ashley Nicole 100. Quoting Ashley there. Who else in the super chat? Mad super chat's coming in. Salute to... Damn, it's a lot. Salute to Leon Newville. Says, shout out to the squad. Happy Saturday indeed. Scott35 says, we have a 20-year-old Kawhi on our team named RJ. Be patient. He's not a Steph Curry, but that's okay. He will be a future NBA star. If he's doing that at 20, imagine what he will be at 25. Hashtag Broadway Barrett. Gotcha Open says, Elf is the roach that won't go away.
Oh, that's cold. Oh.
Hey, man.
Why you gotta be a roach?
I don't like that.
Oof.
Pick a different animal.
Oof. Hey, the super chats come in. I gotta read them. The people paid. They paid for the advertising. Let's go to the Emerald City. Rob, what's going on?
What's going on, guys? I'm a New Yorker living in Seattle,
Nice.
and man, you guys have made my year. I discovered your show this year. You bring a lot of joy every time you're on. Serious wattage in all your smiles. They're beautiful.
Thanks.
And you bring that serious New York energy, man. I so appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man.
So I turned into a Blazer fan because the Sonics left the city. So this was a big day for me to watch my two favorite teams. And I got to say, I've never seen Dame. I watch all his games. And by the way, this is a team that kicked Philly's ass by 30 points 2 nights ago. So, we had our stuff together, even though we were down, a lot of players. But I've never seen Dame so frustrated. And I got to tip my hat to the New York defense. And I'm just wondering what you guys felt about the scheme that was, you were running at Dame today. It was kind of a defense by committee. I sure wish we had Tibbs, for the Blazers. We need some defensive intensity and better rotations. I'm curious, because our D is not that good, did you guys feel, like Elf and Reggie were getting into the lane a lot easier? I saw a lot of penetration today. So that's it. Much love to you guys. Total pleasure to be on this call with you guys. Thanks a lot.
Appreciate it, Rob. Appreciate it. No, overall,
a series of emotions with that call.
Yeah. My man, he was like, I love what you guys do for New York. Then he was like, by the way, I'm a Blazer fan too. Like, you know what I mean? Grab the wheel on him, man. But no, listen, the Knicks defense was solid, and I thought today they were very good, especially out there in the perimeter. Like I said, part of that is Bullock, the flexibility that he gives you. Yes, they did shadow Dame, especially on the pick and rolls with Mitch, especially near the end. They didn't throw traps at him, but they definitely kept Mitch out there just in case Dame was looking to pull up. You know what I'm saying, Tails? Because you got to honor that three-pointer from anywhere on the court. So they had Mitch up there kind of cheating off his guys. So, listen, I thought overall Peyton did a fairly good job on the ball as well. And so, they got it done as a team. But offensively, attacking the rim, attacking the paint is the Knicks' MO, whether it's RJ, whether it's Peyton, even if he's not finishing, or whether it's Julius. That's what they do best.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like the Knicks, they learned from their first game. They paid a lot more attention to Dame once he crossed the half-court line. He didn't try to really wait until he got to a comfortable spot in the three-point line to play defense. They were playing him 3 or 4 feet behind the line for most of the night, even though he's made some.
Right.
But, it's Dame. He's going to make some of those crazy shots because that's who he is. But, they did their thing by playing up on him past the three-point line and doubling at some points and making other people win, especially when it was game time. They really forced him to, give the ball up a lot more when it was winning time. And I think that was the difference in the game today.
That's a fact, man. That is a fact. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Well, he's a Knicks fan and a Blazer fan, so it wasn't all the way, I met a few people like that as well.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out Mike Bruno on Instagram. I've been chopping up with Mike Bruno for a number of years now, out in Portland. So, he reps the local team, but he's a New Yorker at heart and still rocks with the Knicks. So some people have that, that away team that they rock with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people have that away team.
I'm in Miami, so should I be a Heat fan also?
Well, we hope not.
Hell no.
We hope not.
So
but we need that intel.
There goes that theory.
Can't do that, especially down there. No
still
way.
There?
You gotta pick one, sir.
No
you can't have them both ways.
Cannot.
Nah.
Facts.
Orlando, maybe.
Salute Bowie State, team #new. Probably went to Bowie State, so shout out everybody who went to HBCU. Dr. Carby says, CP, did you get a snowblower yet? I didn't, you know what I mean? But the super chats are coming in. Your boy's gonna have to get one. My back did not hold up too well after Monday's fiasco.
You gotta use your knees.
I was out there with the bootleg shovel, Jay Ellis. I had the bootleg shovel. You one glove that was like fitted, the other one that was too small. I was totally woefully prepared. And it took me like 2 hours just to shovel a lane out the driveway. Yeesh. No kids. Nope.
There were no kids around to like pay?
Nope. No kid. Yo, the kids are on a different vibe. They're on that Fortnite. They're in the house doing Junebug challenge and in the snow doing Junebug. There were no kids to be found.
Kids back in my day would have been like at least 100.
5 out of 10, at 20.
Yeah. There were no kids to be found.
You got the 100? What neighborhood you was in? Hold on.
No, I said like total because you shovel multiple
houses.
Yeah. Nah,
you start, and you're out there all day shoveling multiple houses.
Nah, the dudes that knocked on my door the next day was some grown ass men. Like it was there was 3 of them, and they was getting busy, man.
It's a pandemic.
Yeah,
people looking to make cash.
Yeah. So there was no kids, man. They in the house on Fortnite playing with Kevin Knox and whatnot, man. So,
they make money on Instagram, not shoveling.
Absolutely. All right, last call of the night. Let's go to Kareem from the Bronx. Kareem, how you feeling?
Going on, CP. Been listening, Ashley, Jay Ellis.
Yeah.
Been listening for a long time, following you guys for a minute, man. First time calling in. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. How you doing? How you? No, you good, bro. You good?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice. I hear myself in the background. That's all. Ash, your first point on the little Washington.
Oh my God!
I'm with you.
Oh my
God! He carried ballers. So he got the potential.
Thank you. 5-star call.
Whatever, man.
5-star call.
Back to the game, man. RJ, he's ready. He's ready to be the man. He's the second best IQ player next to IQ.
Yeah.
He plays the smartest out of everybody on the team. Like, damn, I'm hearing myself echo in the phone. My fault.
Let me just cut the line. Appreciate the call though. Yeah, RJ's in his bag, man. RJ's definitely in his bag. There's no doubt, man. I'm happy to see his growth and development. And Ashley was happy to hear that you're on her side in the Washington debate.
I was. I just appreciate someone actually understanding what I was saying about the potential being there instead of just, jumping the gun and saying that I'm saying he's already better. I appreciate people who listen to me. I like that energy. So continue.
And the chat is roasting my man right now. It's all good, Kareem. It's all good. Let me get a couple more because a couple people have been waiting for a minute. Let's go to Shaolin. Jared, what's going on?
I hate it here.
Chat is on 10 today.
Jared going once. Jared going twice.
Hello?
Yo, Jared, what's going on?
How you guys doing? CP, Jay Ellis, and Ashley?
Doing well, man. What's your points on the game? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. We got a tough win against the Blazers. No game time in the fourth quarters. That was all good. I feel like we were a little bit tired late fourth quarter. We couldn't get a bucket for our lives to win the game, but we secured it. We played good defense. That's how we won. Okay. I just want to bring two quick things about some players. Number one, about Peyton. He had another good game. That game, 20 points. The question is, are we going to get this consistently? This is a big problem from him, and this is what differentiates him and Randall.
Yeah.
They both had that problem last year. Everyone was booing them, everything, all that. But the difference this year is Randall is living up to his expectations, and Peyton is inconsistent. And no one understands why this guy is in the lineup besides defense. That's all he provides.
Well,
that's all I got to say about him.
He provides that, the court leadership that Tibbs wants. He's the veteran that Tibbs wants out there to run the offense. So we know that. Is he going to be consistent at it? Time will tell. We know that he hasn't been, and that's why he's been a career backup. If he's doing this every game, he'd be a long-term starter in this league. But the thing is, you don't get that. And he's had a problem finishing at the rim where he just hasn't been good. So let's see if he can carry it over. The burner account is definitely working for him. You know what I'm saying? Knicks fans definitely got at him. Knicks fans definitely got at him on the burner, and so he's picking his game up. So good job, man. One more, S. from Connecticut. S. What's going on?
What's going on, y'all, man? It's Obi, man. He can't get no minutes. Tom is doing this. He's literally stunting this kid's growth, man. And as you continue to push Tibbs and keep challenging them all the time on improvements, because it makes no sense that our number 8 draft pick can't get no burn, man. He's sunning them.
Yep.
He is sunning them. It's ridiculous. Taj Gibson is there to help. Gibson shouldn't be getting no minutes, man. No minutes. He's just supposed to be Tom Thibodeau's extension to the players. You know what I'm saying? If Noel's not playing, why Obi can't get the minutes? Why he can't get the minutes? It's pissing me off, man. I'm like, I'm just, every time, and IQ gets how many minutes? Like, he was in there, he was ready to cook. I understand Peyton is, listen, man, he's not the new age player. He can't shoot. Peyton can't shoot, man. IQ can shoot. He's a threat. And then Melo, man. Melo, he's still with us, man. Melo's still with us. He was ready to let Obi shine all over him, man. But he can't do it because he can't get no burn. It's crazy. And I'm crazy tight, man. I'm crazy tight about the Obi situation, man. It's just ridiculous how this kid got all of the talent. He runs hard every time he's out there. That boy active, man. When he's out there, he's as active for them little spurt minutes he get. Like he can't, like Obi, he's a mismatch for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Obi got a couple little, I seen him do a couple little hook shots in the post. He could do all of that, but he won't play Randall. He won't do nothing for Obi, man. He won't run no plays for him, nothing. Obi's just out there by himself.
I feel
IQ out there, IQ be ready, he ready, man. IQ ready.
Yeah, IQ's ready, man. Appreciate the call, man. Listen, it's a frustration that's going to continue as the season progresses, and if the minutes are like it is. But I seen it. I seen it coming. This is why I talked about a Randall trade if you can make it, if it's worth your while. Because if not, it just seems like this draft, could have been a waste. But it's early. Let's see how Tibbs integrates the two of them in the lineup, because that's the only way you're going to see Obi playing extended minutes. It's going to have to be on small ball 5. It's going to have to be on small ball 5 against teams that you can do that against. As you said, J. Ellis, this was a team that we could have done that against today, but we just didn't see it. 9 minutes for Obi. So let's see what tomorrow brings for him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, also it's about picking your poison, because if you take Randall out of the equation, this team is not tied for 6 in the East. It's just, that is what it is. Those are the facts. So it's about picking your poison. What would you rather have? Do you want to have the season just to develop Obi? If that's the case, then trade Randall. But if you want to go ahead and instill a winning culture with this team and have them play in the playoffs and have that experience and get their feet wet when it comes to that, Randall not being on this team is not an option. So Tibbs needs to figure out how to go ahead and please both sides and have both Obi and Randall play together, so you can start to get his development going. Yeah. So that by maybe next season or towards later on in this season, you can go ahead and make that decision with a little bit more of a clear conscience, because you know what Obi can do. I personally don't think a move needs to happen until next season. I don't think Obi's going to be ready this season. I just think it'd be premature to do it. But if you are okay with it being premature and you want to see that, development start to happen right away, and you're okay with not being in the playoffs and not having that experience for your guys, then do it right now. But that's a decision that they need to make. The coaches, the front office, the team as a unit, they need to figure out what their end goal for this season is. And until they know that, they can't make a move, and they can't make the correct one.
A true story, man. Let me get to Howie from Wash Heights. Howie, you the true closer tonight, man. Go ahead with your points, bro.
Hey, how you guys doing? CP, JLS, Ashley.
All right. Good, man. What's going on?
For one, Ashley, what you said was blasphemous about Denzel. I don't care how much potential his son has, he'll never be him. No different than Marcus Jordan and Jordan. So.
Don't compare Marcus Jordan.
Damn. I saw that comparison coming. I was waiting for somebody to use it. Yo. Waiting.
Weak comparison, man.
But this notion that just because the Knicks are winning, we can't criticize Tibbs or the team is crazy, It's great that we won. It's great that we're winning. But there's things that he's doing that is affecting our team in negative ways. There's games we should have won. Emmanuel Quickly playing 13 minutes is crazy. We finally got the guy that we've been praying for. our potential point guard of the future. He can shoot off the dribble. He can play make. He can shoot the three. I don't understand why it is that he's only playing 13 minutes. You don't want him to start, that's fine, but up his minutes. And if worst case, then have him play off ball. But to have him on the bench makes no sense. He pulled them in the fourth quarter at the end of the game for what? He pulled them before that when he got hot for what? And at the end of the fourth, you could see Quickly was upset when he took him out. And I just can't make sense of it. And as much as we're winning, it's frustrating to watch. Yep. Peyton isn't our future. Emmanuel Quickly is. And that's really all I got to say.
All right.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate you guys and everything you're doing.
Appreciate
Keep it up,
bro.
man.
Appreciate it, bro. Frustrations abound, Jay Ellis, man. Sheesh. Nobody happy about the dub, man. It's OB Quickly out.
Good God.
Six seed in the East. You tough crowd, man.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I agree though, man. I'm happy with the win. I'm definitely happy with the win. But it's kind of ridiculous though. It's pretty ridiculous to have him have the impact he has in a short minute of time. Like he's doing things other players aren't doing, and he's playing 13 minutes a game. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's what Tibbs is doing, man. He's consistent in his ways, man. They're 11 and 13. They're 6 in the East. By what he's been doing. I understand. No, he's not above criticism. He's not above criticism. Certainly, I've had my issues. I want to see Quickly playing. I want to see Obi getting those minutes. I like that they're winning too. You know, if Peyton has it going and he's contributing to the win, let him cook. Julius is Julius. RJ's coming along. Mitch is trying to hold it down. We're getting solid play from Burks, and we getting dubs. IQ still being effective in his minutes. You know, it's a tough balance, man. It's a tough balance, man. I don't know.
And I know people are gonna say, well, ask Derrick Rose about his experience, ask Jimmy Butler about his experience. But here's the thing, Obi is the main appeal of Obi was that he was NBA ready. Yeah. He's not NBA ready.
Tibbs said he was ready.
He said he was NBA ready. So if you think he's NBA ready, then why aren't you playing him more? And if he's not NBA ready and he was supposed to be NBA ready, then don't you think you should be playing him more to get him NBA ready, especially when you drafted him at 8 so that he could be part of the future of this team? It just seems like a contradiction because if he's not ready, you got to get him ready. And if he is ready, why don't you play him like he's ready? So I don't really know what the plan with Obi is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm very
time. Like I said, we're gonna have to see him out there together because that Randall's not going nowhere, and his minutes ain't going nowhere. So you're gonna need him to win games, and they're gonna have to figure out how the two can coexist on the court in a small ball fashion. Like I said, there's some high offensive ratings with Randall at the 5. With certain combinations, whether it's with IQ, with Burks, with RJ out there. There's some situations where Randall at the 5 can work for you. So you're gonna have to see if you slot OB in there at the 4. And see how that works, because if not, he's not going to get his minutes at all.
Facts, and I feel like I could be rookie of the year if he got 1 minute. I feel like it'd be a lot, like not like no contest.
Yeah, I feel you, bro. I definitely feel you on that one, man. But great show. Back at it tomorrow. Miami Heat coming into town. A slumping Miami Heat. They did beat the Wizards last night. But, that juggernaut that came through the bubble is just not that. And as Jay Boogie said, they put Jimmy and Bam in the All-Star. But, obviously, Jimmy Butler just got back? Or what was his status?
Yeah, Jimmy Butler just got back. This is, I think you want to say his second. This will be his third game after passing, the health and protocol that they have with COVID and things like that. So this will be, I believe, his third game back since hearing that. And they'll also be without Goran Dragic, which is he's dealing with injury again. He had a foot issue during the bubble that actually knocked him out of that final series. And then obviously Bam got hurt as well, and we know what happened after that. But so it'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see how they play in New York. Going to be interesting to see how. This is not the same New York team that a lot of teams are familiar with. This is not a pushover team. They're gonna fight. They're gonna have the New York grits, as we say. So it's gonna be interesting to see how the Heat are able to fight against that.
A lot of interesting matchups, man. How do we contend with Duncan Robinson on the 3? You got RJ and Jimmy. You got Bam and Julius. Peyton and Dragic. Even though Dragic seems to be coming down, it's gonna be an interesting matchup. Yeah, man. JL's go ahead and sign out, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely check out the Nick of Time Show on all audio platforms, SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Also, subscribe to the channel as well. That is youtube.com/Nick of Time Show. Catch all our pods on video form, all right? And also check us out on social media. That is EKOT Show on Twitter, the Nick of Time Show on Instagram, Facebook, and check out the blog too on the NickOfTimeShow.com. And go over there, and while you're at the blog, check out some of the merch at the NickOfTimeShow.com. That is all. Back to you, CP.
Great show, Ashley.
What's up, everybody? I said what I said first and foremost. I'm not changing my mind, but you can follow me on social media on Twitter and Instagram at Ash Nicole Moss. Also subscribe to my channel, All In with Ashley Nicole. As usual, CP and I are cooking some stuff up for you, so we should have that for you, or at least a sneak peek for you very soon. And shout out to everyone in the chat. Thanks for rocking with us. See you tomorrow when we beat the Heat. And
let's do it. Let's do a great show. And salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. 110-99. Those New York Knicks get the dub. 6th place in the East, man. How you guys feeling? Continue the conversation. Leave us a comment in the chat. Leave us a comment after this video goes off. Get your KnicksFanTV snapbacks. We were going to do a giveaway today. We'll do it tomorrow, just in the interest of time. And remember, these shows are available in audio podcast format. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Alexa, Stitcher, all major podcast platforms on the KnicksFanTV. Remember, we'll be back tomorrow, same time. Knicks versus Heat. Let's get another W, see if we can make it 3 in a row. Let me shout out the rest of the super chats. Rare Edition says, let's go Knicks, great win. Let's try to be that playoff team instead of that play-in team. We held Portland to under 100, and they were salty about it. Yeah, second time this season Portland was held under 100. So great job by the Knicks. That Portland team averages 115 points, number 3 offense in the league. Papa Left says, 3-pointer Reggie Bullock. Doubling down the $5 for Jay Ellis, $10 with the Knicks win. I'll take it. Joshua B says Knicks are a playoff team when Peyton plays like this, how he's been playing the last 2 games. Ron Pierre Jr. RJ needs to be featured more in the 4th quarter. Nowhere in God's green earth should Elfrid take more shots than Barrett. Starting to be a trend, man. We don't want to lose RJ, his momentum going into that second half. It seems to be. He's got it going first half, and then, second half, it's Julius and Elfrid trying to win it. Want to see the ball in RJ's hands more.
Yeah, and sometimes, like Clyde says, he's open for a reason.
Yeah, that's nice. and Clyde did not like when Peyton came back in for IQ. He was like, why would you take him out?
So Clyde was a menace today.
Yeah.
What did he say about Carmelo? He said Carmelo in defense. That's an oxymoron.
I'm telling you, Clyde is close to retiring. He's pulling no punches. He's saying whatever he wants.
And then what was it? The story about Cantor? About how he thought he gave him a $50 gift certificate.
Yeah, it was $500 to Gucci.
$50, and then she was like, "Wait, no, it's $500." He's like, "Oh, my bad."
Yeah. Clyde is a relic, man. That's my guy. Bobby Elliott from New Zealand. A New Zealand super chat says new. Hashtag new. Number 1 fan from Auckland, New Zealand. Hashtag 9God Ashley. Hashtag quirks. Hashtag all 72. Gotta love what Barrett's doing. Gregory Castillo sends a super chat. He says cancel Ash. Oof. No, we're not
can't cancel me, bro. I'm here.
Can't cancel Lady KnicksFanTV. Christian says, don't stress Tibbs pulling quickly. People need to slow down. I know New York's dying for a star, but if you want a star, it needs to be done right. Javier Montalvo says, ban Ashley for the Denzel blasphemy. Then he says, can I get a shout out for my little Princess Ella? First, KnicksFanTV. Hey, man, salute Javier, man. Salute Javier. Eric Delgado says, guess Peyton will be the starter for a little longer. Kenneth Hart, I know we're bigging up Elf, and rightfully so, but Dame still gave him 30 on a bad leg. If we playing him 35 minutes for defense, that seems excessive to me. I mean, listen, nobody can check Dame all the way, man. That's Dame, man.
Dame Dollar.
Yeah. Gregory Castillo again says Ashley Washington. And again, he says Denzel for J Boogie bio movie. Ronald Hansey says, y'all should have banged the phone on homeboy when he said Will Smith has more range. And yeah, that's what we did. We did. We sent Ari back to the chat for that slander. Put him in timeout a little bit. Ari claps back, says they always trying to tear you down when you on top. I'm your favorite caller's favorite caller. Don't at me either. I don't know who you are either way. That was one super chat under the other, bro. Dead ass. S-God says Knicks are going to have a huge RJ problem with the refs. If Tibbs doesn't stand up for the kid is getting mugged on every drive. Hardly no foul calls, and he is present day Iverson getting few calls.
He did say that, yo.
Yeah, Will from LI says, worried about Obi. If he don't change anything, he will be Mo Bamba playing behind Vucevic. If Randall is going to be... So Mo Bamba, man. He says, if Randall is going to be the 4, trade Obi. That's too early, man. You're too short-sighted, bro. If we don't trade for Obi, don't sign Randall. Think long-term, not with feelings. Shells Heavy, salute Shells. He says, I love the show. Salute to Shells. Illa says, all I said was RJ Barrett looks like Denzel Washington when he played Frank Lucas in American Gangster, and the chat is on fire. Sorry, CP. Oh, good. Nick Fury, what's going on? Cardi 151 says, Ari is top 5, but Jay Boogie took the crown. RJ got his, I don't know what that emoji is. Obi's going to be okay, but just slower than we thought. And Paul Robinson says, Peyton earned his minutes today. Not IQ's game today. Salute to everybody in the chat. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. See you guys tomorrow.